All right, all right. Welcome back to another community breakdown. We are live today. If you're new here, my name is Christian Clay. This is Mr. Josh Willis. He's an agent here on the team with us, and we're going to be giving you a community breakdown. We're going to give you a driving tour so you can actually see what it looks like going into the community. We're going to go over all the numbers, the fees, what it's like actually buying new construction, and we're going to give you a new construction walkthrough so you can see the finishes, just break down everything for you. Mr. Willis, let everybody know where we're at today.
Yeah, so today we're in my hometown, Haines City, Florida.
Haines City, Florida.
Yeah, home of the Hornets. We're going to be checking out Stanley Martin, community called Covered Bridge. This is they were a newer builder around here. Now they got, a couple going on in the Polk County area.
Yeah.
But this is the first one that I laid eyes on by Stanley Martin. It's going to be about 300 homes altogether out here. You're going to have 3 to 5 beds, 2 to 3 baths, square footage ranging from 1,350 all the way up to 2,850. Prices are going to be in that 300 to 400 range. They do have $100 HOA out here, but no CDD.
Awesome.
You're going to have pool, cabana, gazebo, playground for the kids, dog park, walking trails. So to have no CDD and all that, it's a pretty good deal.
That's what everybody wants, right? I want all of the things, but I don't want CDD. So tough to find in like Davenport. Well, you scoot 10 minutes down the road and then there you go. You have it, right? All we need to do is make sure that Stanley Martin is that builder for them.
Yeah, scoot 10 minutes down the road, you're going to get the no CDD you're looking for, and prices drop drastically coming into Haines City.
Yeah, big time, big time. How could you sum Haines City up for people that are not familiar with the area?
It's kind of weird because, back in the day, Haines City it trumped Davenport. Now it's almost like Haines City is like a little suburb of Davenport.
Yeah.
Everybody knows where Davenport is. Nobody knows where Haines City is.
Yeah.
But it's still a rural area, a lot of land, a lot of building going on because there is a lot of land. It's always been orange groves and farmlands in Haines City and Davenport. You still have that in Haines City, whereas you don't have that in Davenport anymore.
Yep. Yeah, you still have that, especially back in here, like where you're kind of working that in-between land from Point Siena and Haines City. But just to show everybody where we're located here is the city of Haines City, kind of that downtown-ish area. I don't even know if you consider it. It's like a main street, yeah. And we're in this area over here. One thing I do want to bring up here is Lake Eva Park, right? So like they have the pool, there it is. Check this out. Maybe I could pull it up. So this park is actually really, really nice, right on Lake Eva, and you're right around the corner from it. But you have, like, these are things that you can find at, like, Peppa Pig Land, like splash pads and such, but less crowded for sure.
Yeah. Now, we actually have drone footage of this park.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Should have popped it up. Tennis courts, very nice facility, very, very nice facility. You are about 35 minutes to 50 minutes to Disney World, 45 to an hour and 10 minutes to Universal, and about 50 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes to the airport there. So definitely a great way.
Park,
go ahead.
That park has a lot to offer with the little water park that they put in. And like you said, tennis courts, basketball courts. They got the indoor basketball gym with fitness center in there. They got the big park, which we've had my son's birthday there the last 2 years because it's a lot of open area, a lot of stuff for the kids to do. They actually do a lot of like food truck stuff down there. Yeah. 4th of July celebrations is always at that lake. It's a pretty nice little park down in Haines City.
I would say that's a huge amenity and asset to the city of Haines City, right? Because, let's Haines City is an area where there was a lot of land. Look at the sky in this video. It just looks so fake going downhill like that. No, Haines City is an area where there's a lot of farmland. It's kind of country. It's just south of Davenport. But to have that in the city, you're maybe 10 minutes up the road from this community. It's very underrated. It's a beautiful park. It is a beautiful, and they do like 4th of July and New Year's and stuff. They'll do fireworks there, and people come there with their blankets, and they can sit around the lake and watch watch the show. But no, this is a good looking community here. One thing I'm noticing is hills, right? Hills.
Yeah, and the city of Haines City also does a great job at those events down there, where they always have plenty of stuff for the kids to do, like little off the wall stuff and all kinds of food and drinks and live entertainment going on.
Yeah. So I'm noticing, like you said, walking trails or sidewalks, but next to lakes and ponds, which is really, really nice. I'm interested in knowing when we start walking through this model what the price point's going to be, because Stanley Martin is one of those builders that I have not executed a closing with. And so I'm still waiting to see what their entire process is like so I can give people an accurate review.
Yeah, they do both inventory, mostly inventory, but you can do like little small finish upgrades, like changing colors and stuff. Not too much. They're going to be more of your inventory builder, but you do have the option to change a few things, a few
Okay.
small minor things.
Yeah. So it's kind of on the higher end of the entry level.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this real quick. What does this remind you of, like this view right here? What community?
I don't. My screen's probably smaller than yours, so I can't see it as good.
Oh, you can't? Okay. It kind of gives me Estonia vibes. Just like with the sidewalks and the grass and the trees. It gives me Estonia vibes for sure. Okay. Are we ready to jump into this home tour?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get it. All right. Link in the description down below. Check your home's value. Zillow said this. We sold for this. That's a lot of freaking money. Check your home's value, people. Link in the description down below. All right. I like the exterior that I'm looking at right here. So if we're talking about entry level, right, we're talking about like tier 1, catering to people that aren't wanting to spend as a bunch of money on options and stuff. This is a beautiful looking exterior to me right here.
Yeah, I'm a big sucker for the front porches. I can just see myself in 20 years as being one of those people that just sits on the front porch all day drinking my coffee.
Why 20 years? Why can't you just do that now?
I don't have the time to do it now. As soon as I open the door, I'm out.
20 years. If I can get some time in 20 years, that's how long it's going to take me to get more time. Okay, what's the specs on this home here? What are we dealing with?
So this is the Juniper model. You got a 4.2, 1839 on your square footage. And they do have with this one, you do have the option. It could be 3 or 4 bedroom, but this is made into the 4.
Okay. So it could be when you have the option to keep it 3, is the square footage the same, or are they adding on to the square footage?
No, it's the same square footage. It's just you have the option of that flex space where you can make it a bedroom or leave it as like a little office space.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. It's the flex space that they turn into the room. Cool. Man, I wonder how much that would save you to just leave it flex space. I mean, it could still technically be a bedroom, like if you just add dressers in there and stuff. I wonder how much you would save. That'd be cool to know. What about appliances? Are they adding those in? Obviously, like if not, we can negotiate those things, but is that something that comes with?
So with this builder, they offer all appliances except for your washer and dryer.
No washer, no dryer. Okay, cool. But you come see us, people. We'll see what we can get done for you.
It's definitely not something that hasn't been done.
Yeah, for sure. I'm interested in seeing what this kitchen looks like. This is probably the second time that you've shown us Stanley Martin. Are they out of Orlando? I think I've spoke to a rep before. They're like in that area.
Yeah, they're kind of a metro builder, and they've kind of worked their way down to Polk County and other surrounding areas, but they started out in the Orlando area.
Yeah, yeah. So what I'm getting from this layout is like the man, it's almost like they stole the layout. I don't want to say stole because who came up with it, but the Cali from D.R. Horton, very similar to the Cali of D.R. Horton. Even the positioning of this island here, which it looks like they have granite countertops, and even D.R. Horton has, like, in their Calis, in their I guess, traditional package, the tier up from Express. This is the type of countertops that you would get. I don't think they do the crown molding up top, but definitely this, what I call cookies and cream. It's like, it's kind of that level 1 granite. I think it's what they call it, like level 1 granite.
Then with these homes, you're also going to get the energy savings. You got the LED cam lights up top. You got whole home ventilation, and you're going to have your smart thermostats and so on to be able to knock some of that money off of your electric bill.
Yeah, I'm going to rewind back a little bit just to see how this. I'm getting some. This area is just kind of there, but it's not bad. It's just kind of there. Where's the primary? I'm just as new as you all, people. Like, I don't walk through. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's in the back corner.
Cool. Yeah, this to me is so this is 4 to 1829 square foot. In my opinion, in this community, a DR Horton home, which I'm going to compare kind of this to an extent. This is probably just a tier up from DR because I'm looking at some of like the stone exterior finishes, but also the tile inside of the shower. But I would say a DR Cali in this area will be 325.
Close.
What you got for us?
It's in the neighborhood. You're in the 340 range with this home.
Okay. I figured it would be just a tier up from that. I figured it'd be just a tier up from that. You get a larger front porch. You get that stone elevation up front. Inside of a DR Horton Cali, you're not going to get this tile that you're seeing over here. Right there. You will not get that. So,
and inside this community, one of the things that they have going for them is the location of all the schools around them as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you got elementary through high school all within 4 minutes of this community. And the high school is directly across the street. So, I mean, that's probably like you throw a rock and hit it.
Man, could you imagine like not having to buy a car? Because I have a daughter now that's in high school, people, if you want to know a little more about me. So do you. You have a daughter that's going to high school, about to go to high school next year?
Yep.
Yeah, we're older than you think. But yeah, man, imagine not having to buy a vehicle or lend a vehicle to your child, which I'm so nervous about her driving. Not in a bad way. She's a very responsible person. It's my baby on the road. Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, just go walk to school. Here's a bicycle. I'll buy you a nice bicycle. But yeah, you're saying like all levels. So like from kindergarten up to high school, right there in that bubble. In a good size lawn. Yeah, so from me to you, people, I would say this. This builder is a tier up from the entry level, so they're on the higher end of it just because of some of the finishes that they do had. And you were telling us that they do offer some options that you can put within the home, yeah?
Yeah, you can change the color schemes, like the elevation of the outside. You can change the color schemes of like your flooring, cabinetry, so on. So, I mean, unlike with some of the other move-in builders, you have the option to customize it to an extent.
So this would be your garage right here. You'd have your driveway. Obviously, this is the model home. But this elevation, to me, is kind of like a Southern Homes elevation. But this is what you're paying for as far as like that tier up from DR Horton, in my opinion. It's a good-looking front porch right here. I really, 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 really like it. You get inside, I mean, you get your 18 by 18 inch tile. Obviously, like this accent wall right there will not come with, but just something to show you that you could do. I want to show you all the tile in here. Yeah. So this is kind of like your standard tile. They have the vents above the doors up here. I would say besides the front elevation and inside of the bathroom, right, the showers and such, you get this right here on the wall. Everything else going to be just about the same right there. What are you able to get our clients as like a standard incentive if they were to, if you were to show them in this home and they were to love it?
So at the moment, we can get them 4.99 FHA VA and $8K towards your closing, or $20K towards financing options, which means we can use that towards closing. We can use it to completely buy down the rate as much as we can.
Sure.
A couple different options going on, and that's just the standard going on right now.
Right. Yeah, and you never know. Like with us, on top of that, like we can see what we can squeeze you, maybe a washer and a dryer. Never, ever, ever, ever guaranteed. But I mean, the contracts that we sign on a weekly basis, I love to hear the stories of our people like getting really, really, really good deals. So when they do pop up, I absolutely love them. But, you know, every now and then we'll get people that are reaching out and they're just looking. They're like, hey, I will wait for a whole year. I just want to know when a great deal pops up. In that case, sometimes you might have to be a little bit patient, right? I think we're coming up on the end of the middle of the year here. So maybe there are some deals that are going to pop up with some of these builders needing to hit their numbers there. So,
Yeah, and with this builder, just kind of getting some info on the warranty situation and stuff, and there was kind of some couple little unique things going on. They do the normal 10-2-1, which we've talked about on this channel plenty of times, but they've also got a 60-day inspection period after the fact, which means at closing, you set a date and you have 60 days to, you know, pencil down any kind of blemishes or any concerns you may have. They come back, take care of all that. But they've also have a one-time drywall inspection, which you have one time within the first year. You can call them and they come out and fix any blemishes you might have in your drywall from, like, say, the home settling. So you get a crack,
sure,
you get kind of nails popping out.
Sure.
So, I mean, it was kind of unique. I hadn't really heard anybody explain it to me that way before, like Stanley Martin did.
No, that's good. And how to properly take advantage of that would be not to call them out immediately when you see something. Just wait, set yourself a reminder about a month before your year is up. Walk through the home, inspect everything, and then have them come out and correct those little cracks that you might see. Very, 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 very common, especially on the exterior as the home starts to settle. You'll see a little bit of that staircase cracking there. But not to worry at all. I think the most expensive homes that are being built right now are you'll see that. It takes time for that home to really, really settle in. I think of it as almost like planting a big tree. And so they're easier to plant when they're smaller, but when you plant a big tree, like it's going to take its time and settle in. And sometimes it's going to lean to the left, it's going to lean to the right. And it's going to kind of, maybe we're scaring everybody. Your home leaning to the left and right.
Yeah. But you just got to remember that in Florida, you're dealing with a lot of wetlands. You're dealing with a lot of farmlands. So a lot of times once the home's, it's going to take time for them to settle because of the ground underneath. So with them offering to come out and fix any blemishes because of that, I mean, it's pretty solid.
Yep. And that's all it's going to be. It's going to be simply a blemish. On top of that, your insurance is going to be very, very, very low for new construction. I mean, we're getting quotes right now at about less than $100 a month for homeowners insurance. So where, you know, you can YouTube homeowner insurance crisis in Florida, and then you'll see people with like the flaming thumbnails and like Florida. And so like $80 a month for homeowners insurance, like almost guaranteed. Like we're getting these quotes for our people from multiple, insurance companies. You're going to save so much on top of the energy efficiency that you were talking about, and a lot of the other things too. So the 20K maybe, that's huge. Yeah. All right. Anything else that you wanted to? Well, this is a magnolia tree right here. I wonder if that comes standard in your yard. What do you know about a magnolia tree? You know anything about those?
Just when I see them on TV at my favorite tournament of the year.
Which one is that?
The Masters, man.
Do they have magnolias out there?
Oh yeah.
Maybe one day when I retire, I'll become a greenskeeper, so I get to, hopefully we'll start at like the Masters, and I don't have to work my way up from like a Cypress Woods or something like that.
That's my retirement dream, man. It's just I just want to be a greenskeeper somewhere.
Oh, we can get you in there, man. We'll sponsor every video. We'll sponsor for somebody from the Masters to watch our video, and like, all right, when Josh retires, can you please take him on as a greenskeeper, please? Anything else that you want to bring up to them before we hop off?
No, that about covers it.
Cool. All right. If you're not subscribed, do yourself a favor, subscribe. I mean, we bring you 3 videos a week just kind of as a base. And we have so much more cool things that are going to be coming your way on top of the 3 videos that we're bringing you. Also, it's so free to just hit the like button. So do us a favor, hit the like button. And yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Later.